A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that has stirred both support and opposition, Woodside has received preliminary approval from the newly appointed Environment Minister, Murray Watt, to continue operations at the Northwest Shelf gas project until 2070. This decision marks the culmination of a protracted 6-year approvals process and comes just ahead of the impending May 31st deadline. The Northwest Shelf facility, located in Kerala, is known to be one of the largest gas projects globally, and its extension has raised eyebrows due to environmental concerns. Minister Watt confirmed the approval on Wednesday, emphasizing that it comes with stringent conditions aimed at minimizing air emissions that could impact the Murujuga rock art, a site of significant cultural heritage. Under the Environment Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act, Woodside now has 10 business days to respond to these conditions, outlining how they plan to adhere to the guidelines imposed by the minister. In his statement, Senator Watt highlighted the importance of protecting the ancient rock art, stating, "My responsibility is to consider the acceptability of the project's impact on protected matters." He further noted that the effects of air emissions on the Murujuga rock art, which is part of the Dampier archipelago, were integral to the assessment process. The project had previously received approval from the West Australian state government. However, federal sign-off was necessary for the extension to proceed. Former Environment Minister Tanya Plibersek had postponed the decision twice until after the federal election, leading to speculation about the future of the project. The coalition had pledged to expedite the decision within 30 days if they regained power following delays during the Albanese government's first term. On the same day, it was revealed that UNESCO had rejected Australia's application to list the Burrup Peninsula, home to the Murujuga rock art, as a World Heritage Site. The draft decision cited degrading acidic emissions from industrial activities as a contributing factor to the rejection, urging Australia to halt further industrial development in the area and to create a comprehensive decommissioning plan for existing projects. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese had hinted at the gas project's approval earlier in the week, emphasizing the role of gas in stabilizing Australia's energy grid as the country transitions to renewable sources. He stated, "You can't have renewables unless you have firming capacity, simple as that." This approval is expected to face backlash from environmental groups, with Greens leader Larissa Waters criticizing the government for committing to a long-term reliance on gas. "We have enough gas already, we don't need this expansion," she expressed, labeling the decision a critical test for the Albanese administration's climate commitments. Following the announcement, Woodside CEO, Meg O'Neill, expressed appreciation for the conditional extension, highlighting its potential to support thousands of jobs. She acknowledged the company's past missteps but emphasized a strong partnership with Aboriginal groups over the last 4 decades. O'Neill argued that natural gas is essential for addressing cost-of-living challenges, which were pivotal in the recent federal election. LNG is going to play an increasingly important role in helping the world decarbonize, she asserted. The market reacted positively, with Woodside shares rising more than 4% after the announcement. Other industry leaders echoed the sentiment, praising the decision as a necessary step for economic stability and energy security. Conservation Council of WA's executive director, Matt Roberts, criticized the lengthy approval process, stating, "A 45-year handover period in a transition to renewable energy is simply ludicrous." Climate Council CEO Amanda McKenzie condemned the approval as a betrayal of voters, suggesting it tarnishes Labour's climate legacy. Premier Roger Cook welcomed the decision, advocating for a legally sound approach that balances environmental risks with job creation in Western Australia. The Australian Resources and Energy Employer Association Steve Knott described the decision as a long overdue victory against what he termed environmental lawfare. He emphasized the importance of streamlining environmental and planning approvals to attract investment across various sectors. Richard Harris from the Domgas Alliance characterized the approval as a pivotal moment for meeting domestic gas needs, while Shell Australia's chair, Cecile Wake, highlighted the Northwest Shelf as an iconic project, providing much-needed certainty for the industry. Unions, including the Australian Workers' Union and the Maritime Union of Australia, also celebrated the decision, which they believe will safeguard jobs in the hydrocarbon sector. However, conservation groups expressed dismay, accusing the government of ignoring scientific warnings regarding the environmental impacts of the project. As the debate continues, the focus remains on how the government will balance economic interests with environmental protection and cultural heritage preservation in the years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.